Nice players, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, what a pleasure to play with great musicians. Nothing like it. And thanks to your support, I can actually afford to bring them to this thing. Really appreciate it. My wife always says, Freebo, if I ever hit the jackpot or ever make a lot of money, I'm going to buy you a band. That would be nice. You guys here okay? Everything all right? Yeah. Any suggestions? Good. Well, this is a song I wrote with Severn Brown. You all know Severn Brown. He's a big supporter of this thing. For those of you who don't know, he's Jackson Brown's lesser known but equally talented brother. And he and I wrote this song, a little bit of help with help from David Roth and James Lee Stanley. And this is a song on my latest CD. It's called To the Light. It goes like this. I've heard it said, the earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me. How do we hear the wisdom of the crickets in the night, singing out of sight from way down here, where there's only right or wrong? Why can't we just try to get along? I've heard it said, there's 100 billion galaxies of light lighting up the night for you and me. We could be just as peaceful as the earth from outer space, living in a place of harmony. Harmony. Oh, such a lovely sound. Why do we put one another down? Just consider that there is no wrong or right, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of grey to help us find our way to the light, to the light. I've heard it said, every culture has a history in stone, dances of their own they like to do. Wouldn't you like to be accepted just the way you are? Is that really hard to see? Couldn't we find a way to understand and blow away that line in the sand? Just consider that there is no wrong, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light, to the light. There are always shades of grey to help us find our way to the light, to the light, to the light, to the light. I've heard it said, the earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me. working on a new record. I was hoping to have it finished by this night, but I'm 2-3 months behind. Freebo time. This is one of the songs from it. You know, you go around the country and you see a lot of homeless people. There's some folks who say, well, they choose to be that way. I don't buy that. Some of them are drug addicts and some of them are veterans. Some of them are people who just want a paycheck from disaster. So I got together with my friend Karen Taylor Good, a wonderful friend of mine, a wonderful Nashville songwriter. And I said, Karen, I want to write a song about homelessness. This is what we came up with. It's called When There's No Place Like Home. I used to be your neighbor. I had my job and I had my pride, but they shipped them both to China and it ripped a hole inside. They took my house last summer. Now I'm hungry, cold and scared, and I'm wondering, does anybody care? When there's no place like home and you're out on your own, you feel abandoned and alone. When there's no place like home. I used to be a hero, a strong and proud few. When duty called, I stood up tall for the red, white, and blue. But no heroes welcome me when my damaged soul returned. Uncle Sam don't give a damn, that's what I learned. When there's no place like home and you're out on your own, feel abandoned and alone. When there's no place like home. Please don't look right past me. A simple smile could help me make it through. I could be you. If home is where the heart is, then where's the heart supposed to go? When your living room's a cardboard box and your address is Skid Row. If a man's home is his castle and the place where he is king, what happens when he loses everything? There's no place like home when you're out on your own. You feel abandoned and alone. When there's no place like home. When there's no place like home. When there's no place like home. There's no place like home.